Today we're comparing the different models of the Fronius inverter that are available here in Australia. The most popular inverter that's installed for homeowners is the Fronius Gen 24. So this is a hybrid inverter with an inbuilt DC charger that you can connect to a battery straight away, or obviously do that at a future date. It comes in two different models in terms of the Primo, which is the single phase, or the Simo, which is three phase. So obviously the applicable one for your home, whether you have single or three phase power. It then comes in different sizes. So depending on the panel array that you're looking to install that's appropriate for your home and your consumption, the single phase model starts at 3 kilowatts, which is pretty rarely used realistically now. 4 kilowatts, 5, 6, 8 and 10. In the three phase, they do a 5, 6, 8, 10 and now a 12 kilowatt inverter. When a battery is installed with that, you can overload the panel array to 150% of the inverter. So if you have the Primo 10 kilowatt inverter as an example, you can take that up to 15 kilowatts of PV. Claim STCs to obviously offset the cost of the panels and the installation, and obviously make sure that we're generating as much power as possible to power the home and fill the battery. The other inverters you may see or may get recommended, there is a Snap series of larger three-phase inverters. So still sometimes used, like the 15 kilowatt and the 20 kilowatt, occasionally maybe the 10 kilowatt version. This can be installed with a Gen 24 as well if you have the requirement for a really large array on your home with the usage there, and also the Eco model. The Verto range is for a very large home or sort of small to mid commercial systems. So that's sort of 25 to 30 kilowatt inverter range. That's more realistically what you'd be looking at there if you're obviously looking to put on a pretty decent system size for your home, or modest size for a lot of sort of small to medium sized businesses. All of the inverters have multiple trackers, so this is how the panels are actually connected into the inverter. So you can do a parallel on both trackers on the single phase inverter. So a parallel is where you have an even number of panels. Let's say they're all facing north and we've got 20 panels. We can parallel them 10 and 10. So there's an equal number there that's going into that input. Then on the other input, you could have 6, 7, 8 panels, depending on obviously what your roof space allows and what your requirement is. With the Gen 24 three phase, you can do a single parallel, but obviously now in Australia, we can do 1,000 volts of DC. So you can put potentially up to 20, maybe even 22 panels, depending on the brand, all in that single string, and then also have your parallel available as well. At GeoEnergy, we've been installing Fronius inverters for a decade now. They have consistently been the best performing, the most efficient, really reliable, with solid backup service and support from engineers that are based in Australia. So if there's the very unlikely incident that there may be an issue with the system, if we can't diagnose it quickly ourselves, they have an SOS for installers and preferred installers to obviously provide a really quick turnaround on what that may be. Fronius is the market leader. I've been fortunate enough to visit their factory in Austria to see how they're made and to see how clean the factory is, how they look after their staff. People is a really big thing for Fronius, to obviously make sure that everyone's treated with respect and has a pleasant place to come to work. It really is a company that go above and beyond, and that translates into the quality of the inverter. So reach out, we'll look for the right model according to what your requirements are and obviously what you want to achieve. Thank you.